have a trilogy of airplane stories,
Okay.
and they all happen in chronological order.
Okay.
And also, the great thing is that they get worse like each time.
Oh god,
Do you know what
I'm
I mean?
so excited.
Go for
I'll
it.
build up to like the best one, right? So the first incident I had, like in an airport, I was taking my bag like for security. I was flying down to London to see my gran, and the like security guard, agent guy, wherever, pulls me to the side, and he's like, "Sir, have you got anything in your bag that you shouldn't have?"
Wait, where is this? Where?
This is in Glasgow Airport.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's like, "Do you have anything in your bag that you shouldn't have?" And I was like,
Did you?
I was like, "No, I don't think so. I thought I was like pretty like thorough with it. I don't think I would have anything in there that I'm not supposed to have." And he's like, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Sir,
Yeah.
do you have a gun in your bag?"
No. Wait, how old are you?
Maybe like 19, 20 or something.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Do you have a... Okay.
In Glasgow Airport, who has a gun?
So
In
here's what had happened. I did have a gun in my bag.
what?
Wait, but hold on. It was
Da, da, da.
it was a memory stick I'd had, and I'd bought it like online. It was like a gun like shaped like little memory stick where you like pull out the little cartridge for the bullets, and that was like the little USB stick.
Wow.
So I had that for college, and I forgot I'd left that in my bag because I think I'd left college that day to go to
Yeah.
the airport.
But still.
Yeah. So
Do
she's
you
like,
have
"Do
a
you have a gun in your
gun?"
bag?" And I was like, "What? Oh, yes."
Actually, I do.
I was like, "Oh no, it's yeah." And so I explained it to him, and I was like, "Okay, you can. I'm a twat. Sorry. You can totally throw away that gun bit. You can take it out. You like pull it apart. It's a USB stick. You can throw away the gun bit, but please don't throw away the USB stick. That's got my like college work on it and stuff."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Okay." And so he like threw away the gun bit and like, yeah, let me keep the little
Sticky bit.
stick bit, USB stick. Yeah, and so then I was sat at this bar, and I called my mum, and I was like having a drink, and I told her that story, and I could see the barman or the barwoman, sorry, like fucking giggling, like
Yeah.
fucking while she was like cleaning glasses, like she had to like turn around and like she was like doing this. It was
That's
like,
so funny.
yeah, so I was like, oh, I'm glad she got a kick out of it. Okay, so then upgrade from that. Okay, so then so when I was living, no, I wasn't living in Italy. I was doing the summer camps in Italy. I got the family was very kind to take me to this like car. No, sorry, this like fucking what would you call it? Like boot sale. Like people just like this like Sunday market thing. People are just selling all this random stuff.
Oh, nice. I love those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like wandering around. I got some really cool stuff, man. I got these like really old like Bruce Lee like movie posters, but they were all in
Yeah.
Italian and stuff.
Yeah.
I've still got them in my room. They're
That's
pretty
so
sick.
fun.
But one thing that caught my eye was this old like Nazi grenade, like
Yeah.
one of those like stick ones that you see in like World War II, where they like properly like fling them. So it was like a deactivated one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
God.
and
I feel like I know
I think it was either that or it was
story.
just like a replica, but it looked pretty real to me. So I like asked the guy, and I was like, "Oh, how much for it?" And he said like €30. But then because he obviously I looked like a tourist, and
Yeah.
I like spoke a little bit of Italian to him, and he was like, "Nah, €30." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Well, I just like started walking away, and he's like, "Oh, okay, no, come back. I'll do it for 10." And I was like, "Sick. There you go." So yeah, I bought it. And then the problem was, how the fuck do I get it home? Because I was like,
Oh.
I don't know what the rules are for bringing this like back home.
grenade.
Yeah, this fake grenade. So I Googled the airlines like policies and stuff. So I was like, can I bring this deactivated grenade? And I can't remember what company it was. I don't know, EasyJet. Did it? And do you know, the legislation wasn't that clear. So I don't know. There's not much legislation about it for some reason. I guess it's not a very common thing that people
Yeah.
try to do.
So Jay's like,
So
it's okay.
well, they didn't say it's not okay, or at least I haven't read it, and I've tried to look for the answers. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna fling it in my bag, and I'll take it home, and I'll just see what happens.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's like a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
You'd think so, but it was absolutely fine.
Really?
Went through. Absolutely nothing happened.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure my brother got gifted something in Russia, like something like that. It was like a deactivated. It was like something on a keychain. It wasn't
Yeah.
even that
Like real.
No, it was a bullet.
Oh, yeah.
It was like a used bullet, and he got it taken away from him when we were in Amsterdam airport.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so
And it was like a
crazy.
really cool one. Like, yeah, but Yeah. So I'm surprised it didn't take that away from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, so I've still got it. It's literally sitting in my flat in my room just now. I was actually going to bring it. I'm totally such an idiot. I was going to bring it as proof. And I'm like, I'm not lying. I'm not crazy. Look at my girl hands. They're holding it. Doesn't look so girly now, huh?
And then the episode ends. Because you blew up the fucking camera.
So yeah,
Damn it.
absolutely nothing happened with that. But then, okay, so here's the big boy. Ooh, cat.
Oh my god, they're just
I know,
addicted
there's
to you.
like...
They're
I know.
all fascinated.
Yeah, they just love you.
Yes, so the last no, sorry, when I flew back from Italy in like summer 2017, this was like a few days after that like horrible fucking attack at that Ariana Grande concert. Do you remember that in like 2017?
Yeah.
So tensions were high, and when I was flying back, my flight was like early in the morning, and I was like, so out of it. I was like so tired and like confused, and I wasn't thinking about like anything. I was just like, I need to get to the airport because I need to fly home. And I put on this T-shirt that said 94 Bomb Squad on the back, and it had like a picture of a skull and like two bombs, like nuclear bombs, like crossed with each other.
Yeah.
Totally didn't fucking think about it. And I got on the airplane to fly home, and I noticed that like I had an aisle to myself. So like the whole plane was like full, and I had like the aisle to myself. So I had like so I took my phone out and I took a picture. And like as soon as I did, I could hear people like kind of chatting around me, like, "Why is this guy taking pictures? Who is this guy? What's fucking going on?"
No.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So then I kind of noticed that like the one of the stewards is like walking back and forth like past me like quite a lot.
What the fuck?
and,
no.
No, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, and so then we've been sat for like a long time as well, and then like the steward like comes up to me and he's like, "Sir, can I have a word with you for a second?" And I was like,
Bro.
Okay. And he's like, "Why are you taking pictures of the passengers and of the flight attendants?"
Oh my
And I was
god.
like, "What?" And I was like, "I'm not taking pictures of anyone. Like I have an aisle to myself. I was sending a picture to my family saying like, oh, this plane's packed. I've got an aisle to myself. Nice
Yeah.
leg room, all that shit."
Which is totally
Yeah.
normal.
Yeah.
Like, that's like a super normal
Anyone
thing.
would
Like,
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Oh, okay." And then he sat me back down again. And then he came back up to me again, like, I don't know, like 30 minutes later. Like, we've been sat for a long time. Really, like, we've been delayed at this point now.
Yeah, that's so weird.
And he's like, "Can you come with me for a second? Like, the pilot would like to have a word with you."
What?
And I was like, "What?" And like,
Why?
"About what?" Yeah, and he's just like, "Come out, can you step off the plane? He'll explain it better." And I was like, "Oh my fucking God." Like, I don't want to make like a fucking scene, so I'm like, okay. So they take me off, and then I have to talk to these like two like Italian policemen, and like the pilot, and they're like, "Who are you? Where are you going? What are you doing here?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Your T-shirt. Like, why are you wearing that?" And I was like, "Well, just like," I was like, "Oh shit, I'm such a fucking idiot." Like, oh no.
No, but
That's kind of like profiling, right?
Yeah, it is.
that's
It's definitely
bullshit.
unfair
Nah, man,
for like
that's-
wearing a T-shirt.
I'm
like,
sorry.
I
if-
was wearing that.
Exactly,
Yeah.
that's what I was gonna say.
And I
Yeah.
took a
If
picture.
exactly, if
What the
if
fuck?
anyone else was fucking wearing that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like that's absolute nonsense.
I also feel like at the same time I didn't help myself. Like at the same time I should have thought about it. Like just because it had happened just
No,
after
you
that
shouldn't.
Ariana
I'd
Grande
freak
shit.
out. I'd
Yeah.
be like, are
Not
you fucking
have to
kidding me?
think
Like,
about that.
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't have to just because you're wearing a fucking T-shirt. Why? If I was gonna bomb a plane, why would I wear a T-shirt?
Like, yeah.
Exactly.
That's the stupidest thing.
That's what I
ever.
think as well,
What
yeah.
detective was on that fucking case?
No.
Because they're an idiot and obviously just racist.
Yeah,
no, that
yeah.
is
Fuck.
plain
That
fucking
makes
racist.
me so.
Like,
So-
fuck that.
So then the pilot like says to me, so he's like, "Okay, so I've seen you chat to these policemen and stuff," and like he's like, "And honestly, I'm happy to have you back on board and stuff."
I'd be like, that's completely
Good,
inappropriate
because-
that you
yeah.
just questioned me, and I'm actually gonna ask for a refund for the distress that you've caused me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
literally.
my name is Karen, and I would like a refund.
No
I'm not having this. You've violated my rights.
speak the manager of the plane.
No, but to be fair,
Yeah.
going back, I stand by that. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
You
That's
cannot
I
say
probably
that.
could have actually, yeah. Now I think about it, but
Yeah, and how old
that was so
were you
stressful.
when you were on that
Oh
flight?
man, I was like, this wasn't that long ago. I was like maybe like 23 or something.
Yeah.
Shit,
Yeah.
man.
Fuck, that's so fucked.
I'm sorry you had
So
to go
yeah,
through
so yeah,
that.
the pilot
That's
was like,
fucking
"I'm happy
shit.
to have you back on board, but some of the passengers are a bit nervous now." So he's like, "Okay."
You
So I was like,
made
"So
them.
yeah, so what? So okay, so like, what happens now?" So he's like, "Okay, well, you have two options. Either one, we could put you on a later flight," and I was just like, "Man, I got up so early for this flight. I'm here on this plane. Like, I'm next to the
Yeah.
plane right now. I don't want to wait any longer. I just want to like get this over with." And so he was like, "Okay, well, option number two is maybe it would like settle things if you like apologize to some of the people around
How
you."
about they apologize to you?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what
That's
the
fuck?
yeah.
No, this surely is not happening. What the fuck?
100%.
That's insane.
Yeah, so I
Jade,
was like-
that's so upsetting.
Yeah, well, looking back on it, it's like, I mean, it's a good story, but yeah, it
But
was,
still, that's
Yeah.
fucking
Ridiculous.
like
yeah,
they made you feel bad for them being a racist piece of shit towards you.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? What the fuck?
And assuming
what
that
did you do? What
no,
did-
no,
yeah.
it's like they were assuming that you took pictures of them.
Yeah,
One,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
an assumption.
Yeah. The whole
Two,
world does
you
not
explained
revolve
what
around
you did, and they still proceeded to accuse you of what? Of wearing a t-shirt. Good for you. Like,
Yeah.
okay, so
Yeah.
you're wearing a fucking t-shirt. So what? That doesn't say anything.
yeah.
That's so. that
That's
makes me so
ridiculous. That's so stupid.
Yeah, so I went back on and I was like, "Guys, I'm sorry, I wasn't taking a picture of like you or anyone. I was taking a picture of my
No.
aisle. Yeah, sorry for being brown."
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so.
Wait, did you actually say that?
Yeah.
Did you actually say that? I love you for saying that.
What happened? What did they do? What did
Yeah.
Did no
You
one say
fucking racist
anything?
pieces of shit.
I was
I'm
gonna-
sorry that.
I think
Sorry for
I think
being brown.
Like, yeah.
I think
I'm
that-
sorry, but that
I
is
definitely seemed like
facts.
felt like, I don't know, there was like a little bit of shame amongst some of them, but like some of them were just kind
Yeah.
of like shaking their heads and shit. But then
love
like
it. I
when
love
we were in the air,
And you're so like well spoken and lovely. Like I bet when they heard you fucking speak, they were like, "Wow, we fucked up." Like surely at least some of them.
well, I mean, I didn't really talk for that much to be honest. I was like, yeah.
still.
But yeah, when they gave me free food and drink, which was nice. I had a croque monsieur.
Nice.
That's
Made me
nice.
feel better. No.
Yeah.
Fuck
but,
them. They should
yeah.
give you a free flight
Them-
with your free fucking
No, literally,
meal.
I would
and
have.
then bonus miles.
Yeah.
For real, like
Yeah,
I
you
would have
could've
definitely
sued
said
them, like-
something. If I knew you then, I would have been like, you have to do something.
In the moment, I just didn't fucking think about it. I was like, I
Yeah.
don't want to make this situation worse by like fucking kicking off.
Yeah. Did you tell your family?
Yeah. Oh wait,
What?
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get to that. All right, hold on. So yeah. So like when we land,
it gets better.
yeah, we land, and then we had to get on like one of those coaches to take you from the plane back to the terminal.
Yeah.
And then so when we got on the bus, guess what? No one wants to sit around me on the bus. So I had like for that whole
Well, I mean,
journey,
to
I
be
had like
fair,
all the
that's-
leg space in the world. It was great.
I'd be like,
Actually.
perfect.
Yeah.
Get the fuck
This is
away from
great.
me.
I might
Like-
I might pretend to be a terrorist on more flights.
What you know, you might get another free meal.
Who knows? Yeah, I think that's it. I've
Might be a
hacked
thing.
it. Yeah.
Fuck, that's so fucked up.
But yeah, so yeah, then we were going through like secure like the passport like checks and stuff. So like the guys like looking at everyone's passports like looking at all these people's, and then he
Yeah.
gets to me and he like pulls mine up and he looks at it, and then he looks at me, and he looks back at the thing, and he looks back at me again. And then he like typed something into the computer, and he didn't do that for anyone else. I swear to God, he didn't do it for anyone else.
Yeah.
He gave me my passport, and off I went. I don't know what that fucking.
Motherfuckers.
I don't know what he typed. I'd like to know. Yeah, and then
What's his number? Want to
So-
take him out on a date? We'll stalk him later on Facebook.
he's dangerous.
Ooh, I like that.
He's spicy. He's hot.
So they so yeah, then my dad was coming to pick me up. So obviously he's had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, of course,
So he was
yeah.
like sat waiting for like 3 hours. So he'd like had to pay like a massive like fucking I don't know, it's like 60 quid parking ticket or
Oh my
something.
God.
Yeah, and he was like seeing like seeing there was like delays and shit on the boards, and they
Yeah.
were like announcing like on the like billboard things. And he was saying like, oh, there was he'd seen some like shit on the news, like possible terrorist attack and like fucking.
Are you taking the piss? Are you joking?
Oh my god, I literally am gonna.
I think
Google
he said it was like on real radio or something, and they spoke about it or something. Apparently, I think
Oh
yeah.
my god.
I had actually heard it myself.
What the
That
But
is so.
I was like, so he was like, what the fuck was going on? What the fuck happened? And I was like, oh yeah, that's me.
I'm the terrorist.
It was me. And he was like, you fucking idiot. You know how much you've cost me in parking tickets?
fuck?
That's
God.
insane.
Yeah.
I'd be raging. Like, if I was your parent, I'd be like, I'm gonna fucking burn that place down. Like, what's the fucking, like, pilot's name and shit? Like, oh, I'd be so...
Do you know what's crazy? I got like caught for the t-shirt and they didn't catch the grenade.
Yeah, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
that's so crazy.
But yeah, I
I
went.
blew it up for real.
Yeah, I went to Italy summer like 2019 there, just to go visit a friend. And when I was like flying back, I was just like, I've got to wear the t-shirt.
Did you?
I've got to, yeah, I did. I was like, I've got to prove that I can fly from Milan back to Glasgow in this fucking t-shirt, and I totally did. Not a single thing happened. So
Really?
There you go.
it was
That
like
proves
I brought it to
it.
completion.
Yeah.
Everyone
Yeah,
was just
trial
racist at
and
the time.
tested.
Everyone was just temporarily racist.
Fucking
What the
assholes.
hell?
Yeah.
Plane full of racists.
Yeah.